back to the channel. So today I told you that we were going to start a buckshot double aught series on shooting new chokes. If you haven't seen that preview, it's on the other channel. Kick's partnering up with the channel, so I got a full and then an extra full. So I don't know how any of this is going to go. I'm not getting paid to shoot for Kicks, so this is going to be strictly informational. All right, welcome back for part 2. This is going to be part 2 of a 3 series on Winchester shells. So part 1 was the 2 3/4. Part 2 is the 3-inch. Part 3 will be the 3.5. So today on part 2 is 3-inch. Now, if you watch the other video, there is 9 pellets in this one. There's 15 in this one. Well, you gain 6 more pellets, but you also sacrifice speed. So if you're running dogs and you're jump shooting, you may want something a little bit faster. I really don't know how these are going to pattern yet, so these might be better, these might be better. I don't know. We're going to find out today. But I'm just saying, you're going to be sacrificing speed for more pellets. And if you ever shot a deer or bow hunt, anytime they hear a noise, you know, they kind of like duck their head down. So just take that in consideration, that these are just a little bit slower than this. So starting with same gun, I'm going to do the flush. I already told you this flush factory is junk, but that's the one we're going to start with. In part 1, we shot the Wicked Wings edition full, and then we shot Kicks full and Kicks extra full. Today I'm not shooting the Wicked Wings because there's absolutely no difference in the shells that I've shot between these two. These two are almost so identical that they're putting almost the exact same target down. You're gonna have to shoot like a dozen shells to actually know if there's any difference. The constriction is almost identical, and you're gonna be like, well, Kicks is partnered up with you. Why would you say that not with the factory choke? Okay, to get this choke, it only comes with the Maxus 2 Wicked Wings. So you're already paying for upgrade to get these. And on part 1, I said titanium. These are not titanium, they're stainless. They're both stainless. So with that being said, this one on Browning's website, I'll post it. I think it's $107. This one's like $67 or something. I don't remember. I'll post it too. So if you had a Browning Gold Hunter, a Browning Silver, a Browning Maxus 1, Browning Maxus 2 that is not Wicked Wings, you would not get this choke. You would get this factory flush full is junk. You want to upgrade. Hands down, you're going to want to upgrade. So the question becomes, do I buy a Browning or do I buy Kicks? Where they're exactly the same. They pattern exactly the same. I can show it over and over that the full and full is identical. You're going to get you're going to get the same consistency of both chokes, but half the price. So this is fancy, and you probably don't want big shiny silver or stainless bling bling when you're deer hunting. I'm just saying. So today on the part 2, I will be shooting the 3-inch. I'm going to do the factory flush. I'm going to do the Kicks full, and then the kicks extra full. So let's get to it. My target's down there. I got a slightly better looking drawn deer. We're at 40 yards. That's a 30-inch target. Let's do it. All right, so brown and gold 3.5, 3-inch shell. Make sure it's recording. All right, like part one, I was actually aiming kind of for the deer's neck. This one, I actually put the point of impact dead in the center. So we're not actually going for the deer. We're actually just looking at the point of impact. So 3-inch should have 15 pellets in the cardboard. So let's count them. So this is factory, so I'm gonna do factory 1, factory 2, factory 3. Oh, that's terrible, 3 there. Come on, do it for Dale. Factory 4, factory 5, factory 6, factory 7, factory 8, factory 9, factory 10, factory 11, factory 12, factory 13, factory 14, factory 15. So there's 15 pellets in there. That's not terrible. So that is the factory choke. That is terrible. But if you were using that choke with them pellets and you actually aimed more down here in the neck, head, chest area, that right there is a dead deer. All right, so I put the wrong one in. I put in extra full. Had it in my hand. There we go, full. All right, so we're gonna do full 3-inch. All right, so that was the kicks full. There's a lot of pellets right there at that point of impact where I was aiming. I mean, a lot of pellets. That choke right there is pretty tough. I can only imagine what the extra full is going to look like. So we're going to do kicks full. So kicks full 1, kicks full 2, kicks full 3, kicks full 4, kicks full 5, kicks full 6, kicks full 7, kicks full 8, kicks full 9, kicks full 10, kicks full 11, kicks full 12, kicks full 13. Man, come on, get it together for Dale. That's 13. All right, there's one here. Kicks full 14. All right, we missing one if all 15 right there. Kicks full 15. So that was pretty impressive. That right there, again, I'm not aiming for the deer today. That's just drawn on there. I'm aiming right here at 40 yards. That right there, if you were aiming at the head, neck, chest area, that right there is deadly. And then these are the bottom of the cheap shells too. These are not coated. These are just lead shells. They look like they might have a piece of clear coat on them or something, but they're just lead. All right, so I got the extra full in 3-inch. I think these are going to be pretty tough. And just remember on the back there, size recommendation, 3-inch, you can go up to a 3-inch on extra full. So I think this is going to be pretty nasty. All right, there's a lot on there. I can't rightly say at this moment that the extra full, it looks a little bit tighter, but until I count them up and put eyes on it, it may be just a hair better, maybe just a hair. So let's get to it. There's actually a couple of them outside of the target range, and there's 1, 2, 3 outside of the target range. So that right there tells me, even though it's tighter, it may be too tight for that ammunition. Again, that's the cheap stuff. So I'm gonna put X for extra. So X1, X2, X3, X4, X5, X6, X7, X8, X9, X10, X11, X12, X13. I got it for you there, Dale. Doing it for Dale. 13. All right, so where am I? All right, here's one right here. X14. Should be one more right there. X15. So, all right, there's a couple X's right in here. I mean, me personally, I think that kicks full with this, with the 3-inch. I think is a little bit better right in here. That it's just what I see, because it put 3 way out here where the kick's full only put 1 way out. But regardless, that extra full did put some down pretty daggone tight right in there, and it only takes 1 pellet. So there you go. All right, that's done with part 2 of the 3-inch. Now I know I said in part 2 that I wasn't going to use the same cardboard. So I'm sorry to let you down, I used the same cardboard. But last time I shot 4 shells at the cardboard and there was a lot of pellets, but this time was only 3 shells and there were more pellets but less shells. But anyway, the way it looks to me, take it with a grain of salt, the cheap Winchesters, if you were running dogs, I probably would shoot the 2 3/4. Granted, you get more pellets in the 3-inch, but that 3-inch kicks really hard compared to them 2 3/4. And I'm saying that is, if you had to do a follow-up shot, you're gonna probably be more higher up than the 2 3/4. Plus, you're losing velocity going to the 3-inch. So again, part 3 is going to be the 3.5, and I imagine these are going to kick. I'm not looking forward to these, but we're doing the whole series. People was going to say, well, you need to put like 5 of each shell downrange to see how your gun is. That is true. That is how you should pattern a shotgun. You should put down at least 3 of each choke, probably 3 times. That gives you a consistency. Well, the last I checked, I'm paying for all my shells. I'm paying for the target's kind of free, but I got to get the cardboard, sometimes the papers. So I really could appreciate it if you could hit that like and subscribe button. And if any manufacturer is watching and say, hey, I want to send in some shells to test, I promise you, I will put them down range. But for the time being, when you buying each box of different brands to try out, I can't sacrifice 3 shells per choke. I'm sorry. So the keyboard warriors that tell me you're not doing it right, I can't afford to put down 3 boxes of shells just to come up with a average when that's pretty close. But there is a difference on that 3-inch. It definitely kicked a whole lot harder. So if you got a sore shoulder, you might want to do the 2 3/4. But again, that was the bottom of the grade Winchesters. I got some higher up Winchesters that are copper coated. I got some Federals that are copper coated. I got some nickel coated ones. But I'm not going to cut because I'm wasting shells cutting them open. I cut open a 2 3/4 in part 1. I already cut a 3 1/2 open. They're all the exact same models or brand or series of shells. So I wanted to see how much filler was in this one compared to the 2 3/4, and they both, all of them's got fillers. I'm not going to say all shells. These model or series has the exact same fillers, not fill. It's hot. Man, I need some water. But until then, I'll see you next time.